Now forget phone also. You need not to carry your phone.
This that this will help our economy in coming 30 years. The UPI transactions in India is at an average of 50 crores per day.
What is next after UPI? So when bank will evolve on a blockchain technology?
Oh yeah. Welcome to Gile, my friends. Welcome Devashish. So today once again me and Devashish are back. Video 2 of our series. Devashish and I were discussing a very important topic. We just wanted to record this. Devashish, what do you think post-independence? What was the most important reform or change in our economy or in our democracy?
The biggest change that came to take part is that our lifestyle have improved with liberalization, globalization and privatization.
So that you are talking is 1992 economic liberalization.
Largely 1992.
Okay. Yeah.
Post 1992 era.
Yeah.
But if you ask me that there are 3 stages how it happened in this 25 years, and when you discuss economy, banking becomes the integral part.
It's the spine of the economy.
Yes, yes, obviously. Then what happens? Banks was centralized one point in time.
Yeah. So before 92 the banks were centralized.
A time came when Indira Gandhi government have thought of centralizing, and this public ownership came up.
Yeah,
The government owned banks.
So how was the centralized banking system at the time? How easy for the public it was?
What I can say that yes, some amount of transparency have added, but the balance sheet, all rule books was there, and it was not technology driven, so it was more of bureaucratic in nature.
So you're telling it was bureaucratic, and what you're telling it was lacking innovation.
Absolutely. So
or technology adoption was
yes.
limited.
So there was limited resources and limited reach to people's. Populations was not having access to banking system.
Yeah.
That was the greatest hindrance for any economy to grow.
I remember very well that time opening a bank account and having a bank account was a prize for someone.
Yes, and people was very skeptical, and people was not willing to open accounts also.
Absolutely. Majority of the salaries,
fear because transaction was not that easy.
I think majority of the salaries were also cash driven salaries.
Yes.
Yeah. So a post liberation, what kind of things have helped in the banking sector mainly?
Yeah. So just let me tell you a fact.
Yeah.
That when I was child, probably the incident is before 1992. I went to a renowned PSU bank, and just to experience, my father took me. I have found a chaotic branch, too many people inside, and completely humid, unhygienic in nature, and people were struggling just to withdraw cash.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
couldn't.
And my father also went to withdraw cash because he needs to withdraw money from his salary.
Yeah.
And he was in a queue. He tried to skip the queue. There was a lot of challenges even for withdrawing money.
In fact, those days these ATMs were also not there. So
ATMs
it was a
were
physical
very
withdrawal.
few and limited, and was not really accessible to common people.
Before 92 it was there.
I don't remember if there was ATM. I don't remember that.
And post 92.
Yes.
How things, what added up changed? Definitely you are telling the privatization is the most important thing.
Yes.
I think this emerged, the private banks has emerged into India. And what else has been added in after 92?
See, I'll tell you, this private banks got a scope to penetrate in the Indian market. Now what have happened, they got to some extent level playing field with
absolutely.
PSUs.
Yes.
Now the reach to common people have increased. So private banks have started operating from a city. Gradually it emerged to the spokes and towns, and very fast they reached even the rural belts. And the digitization have enabled the overall process, and it was not necessary to build a bank at the remotest place because you have transaction methods.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to be very frank, the best thing came up with the introduction of UPI by NPCI.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely, regarding UPI, we have to discuss a bit long.
Yes.
So I definitely agree with your point with the 1992 transformation of the bank, the liberalization. The first thing it has given a level playing field to the private banks. Foreign investment came. It was easy. The ease of transactions have improved a lot,
Yes.
due to which banking become more reliable and penetrable to the public and to the foreign
Yes.
companies or investments. And digital banking, it's a totally new thing. It's a
Yes.
totally it has reformed us in every hook and nook. So Devashish, I remember very well when I joined my job. It was in 2006. I opened with a private bank. My father could never think that he can open a salary account in a private bank. I opened with a private bank, and believe me, out of last 18 years of my service, I never faced any challenge.
That's
And
great.
and I was virtually posted. My salary account is in Chennai still
Okay.
now,
It's still in Chennai
Yeah,
and you are in
I-
Calcutta.
and I am in Calcutta from last 18 years.
Okay.
And I'm very comfortable. I never had any issue with
That's
the bank.
great. That's
It
great.
is always a phone call away, and I will not name the bank. It may be inappropriate, but I am extremely satisfied with the private banking and the digital banking. So of late, from 2010s, uh, what kind of digital banking has further increased?
I'll
You're
tell
touching
you-
upon UPI. Just
Yes,
wanted to
yes.
talk.
So, I would like to keep this point very limited, and it have a great role to play in the overall economy and its GDP growth. Now, just for an example, if the velocity of transaction increases, the multiplier theory of economy comes to take part. The scale of economy increases, the turnover increases, and this way digitization actually help, because if you go even to a street vendor, you can transact. The guy who is selling a vegetable might be illiterate, but he knows how to transact. That is the ease, and that is the ease which have helped to participate. The larger participation came in from different classes, different economical classes. Now this have increased the velocity of transaction. Just for an example, say if three of us are there, I have 100 rupees, I want to purchase tea from you, so I hand it over tea, and in exchange I get a cup of tea. Now you need to purchase milk from Usha, you just give the same 100 rupees, get milk. Usha needs to purchase a cup from me, I get back that 100 rupees, it came back to me, I just sold a cup. Now three of these sales have happened with only 100 rupees. That means this 100 rupees have served three of us. So three times utilization have happened. This is the multiplier theory which have imparted in our life. Now, as because the velocity of transaction increases, the digitization and the choices of products, multiple variants of products are there, it have added a lot to the economy.
So to give you a data point, I was just going through wonderful data. The UPI transactions in India is at an average of 50 crores per day.
Is it?
Per
It
day.
was, I was even unaware.
No, it was around in the April 2024, before elections. The RBI data tells that it is around 1400 crore UTI transactions happened in the month of April.
My goodness, such a magnanimous
So there is
number.
around 50 crores
Yes.
UPI transactions happening in a day in India. So to come to a context of data, the population of UK, the country which ruled us for almost 109, technically 90 years or more than that, the population is around 7 crores, less than 7 crores. So that means every UK citizen is doing 7 transactions a day is equivalent to what is the transactions what is happening in India in a day. So UPI has helped us like wonderful. And another small data point I want to add, that CAGR, that is the growth rate of UPI for last 3-4 years after COVID or after demonetization, to be very frank, is around 50%.
That is a growth rate.
Yeah,
That is
there's
the
a growth rate.
So
That is a growth rate.
now I can add one more point. Roughly around 30 crore population is using UPI as of today. Now think of 60 to 80 crore population using UPI.
So that will be humongous.
Now our projection 2024 GDP projection is close to 4 trillion US dollar. Now think that the velocity of transaction increased, it have widened, broad based, and 80 crore population is using UPI. and bank have became Blinkit bank. Some
Yeah, it's a nice word you have used.
so
Banking has become a Blinkit.
Blinkit. You just ask for something, it is there.
Yeah,
Now,
within
that
10 minutes your account is open.
Even less than that also.
Yeah.
Now what happens, this $4 trillion GDP will essentially jump to $12 trillion very soon.
Yeah.
And this transformation will not take much time.
Yeah, it's because it's just like it's a very beautiful saying in investment banking or investments that the first difficult step is when you touch the first crore.
Yes, that's true.
To reach 10 crores is very fast.
Yes, you
So
get
exactly 4 trillion we have touched. To reach 20 trillion or 25 trillion, I think by 2040-45 we'll be touching the numbers to be called a developed economy. Am I right?
Yes, I am more optimistic, because 4 trillion, it got an inertia to reach 4 trillion. We are fifth in the global ranking. So once the momentum is in, when there is a wider participation, it will take much lesser time.
Absolutely. And regarding the UPI, I want to, I definitely like to tell one thing. This fintech companies, the emergence of fintech or the UPI based fintech companies like PhonePe, BharatPe, or Paytm,
Yes.
there are multiple ones. They have enabled to reach to the last footprint.
Yes.
So that the UPI can reach to the last person also.
Yes.
Either it be a person who is selling vegetables, a person who is selling eggs, or a person who is driving a rickshaw, e-rickshaw, whatever it is.
Yes.
Nowadays, in government buses, they are taking UPI.
Yes, and
transactions.
see, UPI also underwent a lot of version changes, and the best version is now in the UPI Lite X. This version enables you to transfer money without internet connection.
Yes,
now, how this
yes,
enables
absolutely.
a country like India, a demography which have all types, a remote village at a hilltop or at a desert or at the coastal place with a limited internet connectivity, their transaction is now it is easy now doing transaction there.
You have
And
touched the-
digital rupee have also came to take part.
Yeah. In fact, digital rupee, I think they have launched last year. RBI has launched last year. You can transfer digital rupee via SMS.
Yes.
And yes, you are right. Once UPI enables or develops this biometric or other technologies like I think there were some rings are coming
Yes.
for UPI transactions.
Yes.
Some taps are coming like this.
Yeah, now you will live a device free life very
Yeah.
soon. And now the best thing which have came to take part is that near field communication technology. What it is, you can have a ring or a QR code on anywhere like a tattoo. You use it like a tattoo. You're device free. Now
So
you can just just display the ring.
So-
where contact free transaction
so you're-
happens without internet connection.
So you're telling we need to have tattoo of or QR codes in our
If you love, who stops you?
Okay, that is a nice thing to hear, but I don't know how acceptable that will be.
It is accepted. It is accepted
Yeah,
even in shopping malls.
yeah, that
I
can be-
have a ring from my own bank, and
No, ring is a different thing. I'm telling a tattoo
tattoo.
of
Yes,
QR
it is
code.
a QR code. Instead of I have pasted on my mobile, I can paste it on my body.
Yeah, it's
Who
you're
stops
telling-
me?
Okay. So yes, I can tell you one thing. A couple of years back, when we used to go to restaurant or have some party with our friends, we used to see that I'm carrying my wallet or not, I'm carrying my cards or not. We do have cash in the card or not, in the purse or not. But now we only see that we're carrying a phone or not.
Now
Because-
forget phone also. You need not to carry your phone.
So
You have a ring. That's it.
so coming
You
to-
no need of internet. So that is the ease.
Coming to the other context of it, that the main part of the subject, that how this thing, that UPI, digitalization of the banks, outreach of the bank to the people, how and what do you want? How do you assess this? That this will help our economy in coming 30 years,
See,
and where do you want to see? In
I
India?
can assume anything, but let me have a short, assumptions that what is next after UPI? So when bank will evolve on a blockchain technology,
Yeah.
it will give a lot of confidence even on elderly people who are scared of using digital banking. Reason behind, there are a lot of fraud which are actually actively working, and we have limited scope to stop them.
Yes.
And when this blockchain encrypted technology will be in place, traceable of fraud will be easier,
Yes, it will.
and tracing back money and pulling back money back in the system will be much easier.
So you'll be tracing the path of the money.
Yes, yes, the
And-
follow the money will be much easier, and identifying the fraudster will be much easier. It will nowadays it is more chaotic because you need to go to the enforcement, you have to take help of cyber securities, and it takes a lot of time. Sometimes you get back your money, sometimes you might not get back. So these limitations won't be there.
So what you are telling is what we can draw in a larger context is liberation in 1992 was the base which laid for India to be a developed economy.
Exactly.
Over and above the digitalization of the bank, the outreach of the banking system to the public, and supported by the UPI, that is a major thing which has happened in recent years. This has enabled us to be one of the strongest and robust banking system in the world,
Yes.
and this will reinforce and this will strengthen us to live forward to a developed economy.
Absolutely.
Am I right in this
Absolutely.
context?
Absolutely.
And the way in which the government is funding the infrastructure projects that we will definitely discuss over coming down the weeks. This requires a robust banking system because
Actually.
the quantum of transactions in corporate to bank, bank to corporate, and direct benefit transfer to the people public is humongous.
Yes.
That is what we want to discuss. And thanks Debashish once again to enlighten us, to have a nice chit chat on banking and the transformation of Indian banking. Thanks Usha for the nice coffee.
Thanks.